you're there. Okay, one thing I've learned is look off into the distance at something around your home or wherever you're at. Because if you just go on a live, if you push live, it'll say three, two, one, and you're like, "Hey, this is great." It'll catch you going in the beginning. No, you just look like this. You'll see in the beginning of this. Anyway, top fans, let's push that. I got a thumbs up with nobody there. That's what we call robots. Oh, there are people there. All right, what up, people? Jay, come on, man, you're too good for this. Um, so, anywho, we're gonna jump into this thing. Um, Feet first. We need to make sure the water is lukewarm. Uh, I there's three likes in one people. That's not even. Eventually, people are gonna be like, "How is there 412 people that viewed, but 30,000 likes?" Jesus. Well, there's six people now. But anywho, this wasn't supposed to happen. Most people have jobs like myself, and like tomorrow would be a bad day to not go to that said job. So I just kind of wanted to see how a random ass like middle of the week day would go. So as y'all know, I work at a cemetery. Um, my third cemetery. Uh, Love the work, but it's not the greatest paying gig, so I take the side stuff and uh, my place just signed me for a, a record, a whatever. It, it's different than what how we would speak it. It's Lego, legal mumbo jumbo. It's anyway. I got another kickboxing job, which pays a lot more, but it's more demanding physically. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about y'all. Let's start reading what's up. Jay says hi. Aaron says hi. Christina says hi. Aaron says, "What's up, brother?" Listen, I don't know because uh, I really want. I would love this to do its thing. Thank you for that seven person that just came on, but I'm good with like going into places and making that kind of content. I don't think I'm this kind of guy. Like I would love to. I actually love it. Like I like bringing down cool stuff and showing it like what we were talking about earlier. Um, and obviously, I mean, if I got good at it, I would get a better setup. I've got a table that I'm using to hold this stand up that's not from Timu. We have 14 people now. I feel special. So the other day I had like 29 and my heart was like, we got 29 people. I'm like, dude, I have almost 4,000 people that are subscribed that watch me regularly. Love them people. 29 people isn't really a lot on live. You know, I want, like I was telling you, Aaron, I would love to have enough money to just go on people's streams that don't have views and just donate or do whatever, you know, you can. I haven't been on that side of it. But, um, man, my night just got significantly worse. I can't even, it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke. So we got a new setup in the back, and we spent a lot of money and time and resources, and my team is the one who did everything. I don't know how they created that with what they were given. It's literally impossible. That could not have gotten. Anywho, cheers and good morning, brother. Cheers, come on, bro. Oh my God, this one's for
Oh,
Aaron.
oh, Kaka! I missed my toast pig.
Well, you know what? Now there's 8 people. It went from 15 to 8. People are like, there's a human acting like they want to be an animal. If that's the case, then I should go viral. I've got humans that identify as birds. That's newsworthy. Look at how progressive they are. That's not what's happening here. I just, it's been a long couple days. Not gonna bore you guys with my troubles, but I'm doing a live. on, no, what, it's Wednesday? Gotta look again. Oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm way late for work. No, I'm joking. Uh, thank God my people are understanding. But this is going to be boring. Anybody who comes in, like Mr. Number 11, let's get to 30 people. Let's get to 30. We were at 29, and I was like, oh my God, look at this. Out of 3,700 and whatever subscribers I have, why do I have 11 people? These people are true heroes. I mean, I don't know about heroes. That's going far. I mean, you see one dropped off. He's like, you don't think I'm a hero? No, no. You click on a button, and the subscribe button is free. But either way, let me not teach you about YouTube during this tutorial or whatever this is that we're doing. What we're gonna do right now. Hello, Christina, says Jay. If this isn't, 21 freaking people. I just said let's go past 29. Bro. Anyway, what do I do? What do I do? What do these people want to do? I don't write it here, but you know, let's do a game. Think of a number I'm thinking. Man, I can't even. What was the first thing a zombie ate after getting his tooth pulled? We're not doing games or jokes. Well, we could do games. Jokes are kind of like hit or miss. And now there's another person, so maybe we will do games. The dentist. Was that a joke against me, homie? Oops. I'm gonna drop this because, well, the table's nice. It's not a Timu table. It's it was gifted by a good, wealthy friend. Now there's 14 people. They're like, we wanted you to be poor. Hello? I have a guitar. Well, I've got a few of them. They're on, but I can't move this a lot because I will inevitably drop it. But write your grandma. Be like, yo, it's not even, like, it's time. Someone else dropped off. I know your grandma's dead. So was mine. Listen, what? Man, I just got a independent I am. Corrupt just erase their whatever comment. You're always a joke. Oh, okay. I was gonna get mad like dude, of course. I'm doing live for people that aren't even paying me to get to like be on live, naked or dressed or whatever you guys expected. Independence GG. I'm not gonna spell that because that's grr. But bro, I'm so sorry about the earthquakes. Indonesia's getting hit hard. Is what No, they're not. Okay, let's skip off of news and current events, and we're gonna do this. Now that everybody unimportant just dropped off, Independence, you can go screw yourself unless you push subscribe. That's a real channel. I mean, this live shit. If you look at the live shit, it's stupid. See, more people dropped off. Who the hell wants to hear my views on anything, let alone you subbed? Okay, I know you say it. I don't even know what to see. I showed you my second guitar because you subbed. Just see if you click that notification bell. No. Okay, listen. Wow, I smell that. It's very potent. And it's legal. There's so many people here. Listen. Let's do something. Okay? Let's all y'all, I mean, there's people here now. Let's actually do something. Every time I come on here and I'm like, dude just subbed, took his time out of his day to push the free button. I'm not saying like, I mean, everybody can do it. You could literally teach a fucking cockroach how to do that. But it was out of love, and, at first I rubbed, and I was like, you just spelled something that I can't, I gotta delete this whole thing because you just said, but you didn't. Oh, okay. There's a devil face here that says, J. Okay, here. This is the stupid thing. I forgot I got glasses. So I have glasses. I got, you know, Watch the other videos. What's it?
The one right after you.
Independence, you could delete all you want. This is live, and I mean, I've got people that know how to use a phone and a computer. Not me. Um, uh, Jay works for me. So, for me to get a 99 cent, what do they call it, donation? What am I? What am I? I'm not cancer. I'm not radioactive. What do I need to? Well, I do, sub and tell people to donate. But okay. So Jay, I love you. I gotta add that into your Christmas bonus. So you have $1.99 now next year. And then Christina comes out and says, you know, I mean, $2 for JJ. Okay, no. She's like, no. I'm the top contributor to this channel, well, the live stuff. Someone said, oh, it was Jay. Let me see. Top fans. Let's push this button that might like keep us all away from each other. Aaron is still number one. He's crowned. What the hell? 175 points. How do we do this? Let's play poker. And who the hell is Mikkel Yovaguni? Some Italian dude is number four. And I like his background. It's actually kind of cool. You guys can't see what I can see, so I'm like talking to myself and shit. Okay, well, you know what? The people with access to everything on the internet could see. I barely know how to use my phone. I just found out you can fucking make calls with it. I've been using it for like texting. No, that's the excuse I use. I do not like being on the phone a lot. Like, I was on the phone the other day for 2 hours with my homie that I met through just gaming. 2 hours, maybe 3. And we just talked about life. And then we did it again. Another day. I thought this was Trump MAGA channel, not going to lie. Okay.
They don't talk about politics.
Oh, man.
Editing too.
Okay. So, I use my phone for something. Your name is a real, so I thought it was Ho Sa. My real ho over here, subscribe, or my real Hasso, subscribe. What? Okay. I do have a legal team that has to moderate what I do. We have had to delete videos, whole entire videos, for one stupid thing that I've said in
Or
said
someone
video,
else.
or someone else said. So let's not do that. And I can delete the chat, but what's the fun of that? I am a Hasso. No, that's not what I thought. Okay, we're not going down that any hole, especially the rabbit one. Can I have that? Okay, so I'm your biggest fan, Grimmy. Aaron, come on, bro. Don't make me cry on video. The first time we met, okay, if the subscribers jumped, like, I'm crying. No, I still can't do that. One thing that I could promise, 3 people left. One thing I can promise is I will be myself. I am a Freemason, as most people on here know. But one thing there's 2 kind of major rules when we're in the lodge, or even around the lodge. We don't talk about religion or politics because, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff. I'm very proud of what I believe in and what I know and what I love. But if it's gonna make you hate me and me hate you, because my president's better than what you could have voted for, there's no point. Or what's the other one? Religion. I'm not even gonna go. I'm not gonna deep dive into that. And there are like comedians that I loved, I grew up with, and they're like totally opposite of what I believe in, and they go deep into it. Like, we hate all of these people, they're all terrible. Bitch, You were my childhood. I consider you part of, like, that ecosystem. As an adult, it's like, this idiot that's just following what other people say is who I followed, so I'm following a follower. That's stupid. Don't get into it. Like, right now, I have so much to say, but I'm not going to because, God, I have so many funny things. I mean, everybody would understand. And, I mean, the smart people would laugh. The people on the. We're gonna. Let's get to the subject. Anybody? 21 people. We're trying to get to 30. Could you text your grandma? Or telegraph? What? Telegram? Whatever. Instagram. Instagram. Your grandma probably does have an Instagram. I'm effing 35, right? I'm 35. And I forgot what I was doing. Oh, I still have I don't have Telegram. 27. Come on. I think the at one time it said 29, and I was like, oh my god. Let's beat that. This is where everyone drops off. Watch. I ain't even gonna look at it. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, you stayed. You're stupid. Go to school. Go to work. Do some. Why you're on here at this time? I don't know. For the guy that made $4.99 and 23. Okay, one person's like, I do have college. The rest of you, you know, watch. One day, people are gonna like look back on my old stuff and be like, "This guy said don't go to school." No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I was just saying I didn't. You know, I got my GED. I did all the good stuff, and now I'm a YouTube star with guitars and flags that aren't pressed and inside of cases. So I'm not doing that well as a YouTube guy. But you know, I'm trying to do this live thing. I'm trying to get past. I swear to God, the number was 29. I swear to God. It's debatable, and you could go back on older videos and look, but now it's at 17. People are like, okay, you know what? It's taking too long to get to 30. That's the problem. I was just watching some science shit. I mean, can you tell by the glasses? I mean, for one.
Wait,
Someone says
editing team. Dave Dougler, can you give a shout out to my brother Gabe Owners? What up, Gabe Owners?
the head of my editing team just asked me to do something nice. Dave Dougler, let me speak to you directly, because there's a reason we connected right now. Whether you believe in the great divine or you just like, I'm high and I'm clicking through videos. This one is a hello to, okay. I'm not stupid. The people that work for me are effing retarded. But there's no gay boners here. No.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you gave a shout out to an 8-year-old before, so I thought it was a nice little kid again.
Not an 8-year-old gay boner.
No,
This isn't.
no.
Okay.
Now I'm pissed.
No. Well, you got to read it slowly. Okay. That's the first technological thing that I've ever been right about. I don't even know what phone stands for. Phonography? Like the art of phoning? Nope. That's not it. I was gonna say I have Webster's like in the, no, there's not even Wikipedia in this bitch. And we could alternate that. We could not alternate. You sound like my 7-year-old. Okay, of course. Everyone is a kid at heart, LOL. No, they're not. No, they're not. The people that are in prison that I used to beat up, that's what they would say. But let's not. Okay, that's another rabbit hole we're not doing. Vicky, hello. You came at the right time because Gay Boners just left. We're going to talk about. Oh, Jay said what up? Oh, hi, Jay. So, Vicky, you're one of our top tier, top 10. Top 10. Out of 3,000, whatever, almost, between, there's a comma and some fucking numbers that I'm so proud of. Out of 3,000 something hundred people, Vicky Christian is in a top 10 tier. Okay, 4 people dropped off. They know that they weren't good enough, but I wanted that. Anywho, Vicky is in that top 10. So the other guys that are obviously, you know what's up. Um, uh, I've always felt hold on, I can't. YouTube creating should be about having fun. The rest will be taken care of. Yes, a real life hoe. I can't read your name fast, okay? But you're correct. When I started this shit, not the live, when I started my YouTube channel, I told people around me, like, I've got nice guns, motorcycles, and I'm good at some, like, guy stuff, like, really tough things. People will like that. The people that love me the most were like, just do it, you know? And okay, I went gung ho. I got, well, the helmet's right there, and the GoPro's actually attached to it. If I was smaller as a person, I'd be Indonesian. No, I'm not a small guy. So either way, got the nicest GoPro I can because I was like, okay, I'm gonna be on the Harley. We're gonna be like, made some pretty awesome videos. Went through whatever, and then I started doing some abandoned buildings, uh, which everybody likes. I mean, it's cool to watch, and especially if the person that's making the videos isn't like, I don't like that disrespectful shit, tagging and all that, F that. I always say I don't want to leave anything more than a footprint. So, uh, did a couple of those, and people were like, "Oh, could you check out this place?" I'm like, in the beginning, it was like I wanted this to be guns and motorcycles, and maybe some of my kickboxing stuff, but nothing out of that realm. Then I fell in love with abandoned buildings. I'm disappointed in a few. Like my first video that I actually uploaded, an abandoned neighborhood, and then I had to name it Part One because it was a goddamn neighborhood, so I couldn't do every house in, one. Whatever. I'm not the editor. Never have been. Didn't claim to be. Um, but people liked it, and I was like, okay, let's go to more dangerous places. So, some videos did very, very well, and I made some great friends. Some of them, whoever didn't like that, a power plant, a goddamn plant, a building. Sorry if you don't speak this as your first language, but creates power. It left behind big machines that had big magnets in it, trenches dug deep that you will die if you just like step funny. Why do I have 40, 50 something thousand views on one person's grave and only a few hundred people have watched someone walk through a goddamn abandoned power plant? Every story, all the way to the top, the tippy top, and dangerous the whole way, whatever. But I amassed a good little following, and it doesn't pay the bills. I mean, technically, I'm on here when I should be sleeping for work, but I'll still get it done. Lord's name in vain, I'm going to have to leave. Okay, I'm trying my best. Gaia Miranda. All right, I could appreciate that, and I apologize. I have been trying to teach my kids to. I mean, they don't swear or anything, but to keep it like everything, like outbursts or like when you're mad, you stub your toe, you don't say, "Ah, fuck," I do, but when you're young, you're like, ugh. Whatever kids say nowadays, Riz, Riz. That's gonna get me. Yeah, I know. I got eyes rolled at by some boomers. You're not boomers. Nope. Younger than me. God, man, that shows where my life is headed. Gary says it's 3:34 in the morning here. LOL. Gary, it is 2. Whatever you just said. If I touch this, it might like not go live. Oh, 2:34 currently right now. I'm in Chicago, so you are that way. I've been all around this beautiful country. I'm saying that way because I don't know like which way's up or down. But if I do that, you could be like, oh, you know, never mind. It sounded like I was smart. Same here, Gary. A real hoe. A real. Um, what's the rarest oddity you own? Aaron, come on, don't do this to me right now. Damn it. Nobody here knows, like, what I do. Like, I collect. I was gonna say extremities. I do have one. I do have. Oh my God in heaven. Okay. I was gonna say oddities. I collect oddities. I have things from. Okay. I have sections from different continents and countries. I do have Asia, which has like Indonesian stuff and African, uh, Japan, China, and other crap, other places. And then it just moves on to other cultures. I got Rome stuff and whatever.
Old West.
Uh, oh yeah, legit old west stuff like guns that were used then. Um, but so I don't know really know what to pin like what like here's this. Look at this. It might be very interesting to some people that ooh, I want to be so mean. People that know how to think. Like I appreciate intelligence. I've taught my kids that. If if you're dumb, you're dumb. Whatever. I went to Chicago Public Schooling, CPS. Everyone knows that's not the best. I mean, that's probably one of the worst. But after I did a whole bunch of stuff, I got my GED with really big honors. Great. I retained enough to look smart, and then I started learning about the world and how beautiful it was. So I started collecting shit from all over the damn place. So I would love, I mean, even to make a video dedicated to just like antiquities from all over the place. And I had something else to say, and I don't remember. Um, so no one, in the future will ever be able to read these. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know the internet very well. Nope, exactly. So, Christina, have you played with the puppets? Oh, Mr. Dupay. So, these are obviously ventriloquist dummies. Um, Howdy Doody, this guy. Very, very old cartoon that your grandparents or I mean, I don't know how old you are, but 1920s to 50s or 40, whatever. Old. This other guy, McCarthy, Charlie McCarthy, um, he has a monocle that's missing. The only thing on him that's missing. So I gave him some sting pump, punk, steam, those pumps. I gave him sting pump. Okay, nope, not again. No, I didn't. I never did. Steam, punk, glasses. Gave him some of those, and they're rounded, but I don't want to like click it into his eye hole. I don't know how to describe it. He's got like a little cut here for that. When I first bought him, we're like, oh fuck, there's something wrong with him. But it's for that little piece of glass, which I'm missing, but I want to buy an original. There's another one up here. I can't do it. This setup is, oh my god. I mean, it screams Timu, but it's the best that I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Not going up there or what? What's the? Okay, women, listen. When you want. When you say 10 things, and is it that? They're like, it's like, which one of those? Had nothing to do with what's happening now. But, anywho, this guy from 19, whatever, something. Anyway, his card's in there, his name's in there, whatever. His face still has a mask on it because it's porcelain. So they put like a fishnet.
It's from 2000.
Okay, it's from 2003, but it's not a replica.
It's a rich person's Barbie.
It's a rich person's Barbie, is literally what we've been told by everybody, people that collect the shit. And yeah, so I have played with I've played with dolls. Now that's on the internet forever. Um, the ventriloquist dummies, I love them. The Howdy Doody, if I mean that's a very very old one, but it's rudimentary as shit and it's original. If you go inside of his butt, or his cavity. Oh, I know this one's getting taken down too. Shit, I'm waiting for doors at the knock. Oh,
Doors at the knock.
yeah, I know. I said that out loud, and then I was like, nope.
That's okay. I said gay boners out loud.
I okay. I'm disappointed. Pay reduction. You pay me now. You right now. You pay me now. I'm looking at Asian stuff. I'm gonna get canceled. Wait. I have to be somebody to get canceled. Let's be nobody first. Right now. Let's go so racist. Listen. So, the Howdy Doody has a square box in his cavity that you put your hand up in. I'm talking about my dolls. Oh shit. I can't come back from this. I
You
mean,
bought them from a special store.
I went to a special store. I bought dolls. I put my hands in their cavities. I had to look directly into you guys. Ew! No! We're gonna take a break. So, brought to you by Diddy.com. Did he do it? I don't know. But we have a lot of extra baby oil. Coming back, I wish I had to pee. I don't. Because I want a reason to leave. Someone said, okay, cool. All cool? For what? That's pretty good and chill. That 60. Oh, Howdy Doody. A real hoe. 50, 60s for Howdy Doody. Yes. So, I know it's later on, but they kept making them. And, like I said, original everything. The inside is rudimentary as shit. It's a square box, a hard square box that you go through his back like normal, but I can't even. Oh God! If I wasn't afraid of breaking him, I would do it right now. And if I had like a following of people, I would let's rip open my dolls. New people here are like, what the hell did he just say? Yes, I'm gonna put. Okay, wait. Oh, God, I have so many ideas that are not internet. Well, I mean, the internet's like, my phone's going to die. You have a good night. But, Gary, we love you very, very much. Thank you for being around. I'm sorry you were around so long that your phone died, but we appreciate you. As always, obviously. We'll continue. Just write me. We'll do this again. But, maybe we'll do a video of. Please, everyone, like and comment, share, and stream. Don't forget to subscribe. I didn't write that. That was some person that's obviously very cool. Duh. Then they... Nope. Blue... Bud Zagor... I'm not even gonna... Then they... Nope. So, yeah. This one? Older one? Got a square? Do whatever. The Charlie McCarthy, the creepier one, which I absolutely love. That's the first one I bought, to be honest. It's got the old pull tabs in back. They're like just little plastic circles with strings that, again, rudimentary. I mean, you can make it at home, and they just pull different things in the face to, open the mouth and whatnot. But like the mouth is the first thing to break on all of these, and it's just hard. I don't know, but either way, yeah, I fell in love with. I love oddities, like I've said 15 or at least times by now, but when I came into ventriloquist dummies, I'm like, they've been around forever. One of my favorite movies is about ventriloquists. A ventriloquist, a woman. Phenomenal movie. But,
Dead Silence.
Dead Silence. It's
With Mary Shaw.
Yeah, something about Mary Shaw. She didn't have children, only dolls. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna wake up and they're gonna be gone, and I'm gonna be dead. How did I wake up? That's what she said. Okay, J149. That's not her name. She just gave $149 or with what does that imply?
No.
Okay, you guys aren't gonna see this in the future. My body's like, don't do what your head just said, because I was gonna go nay, like, no, I can't.
She was a fairy.
She was a fairy. Um, nay, I'd have to be like, gay. Yeah, it's a rainbow frog. That's a horse with a. It's got this thing going on though. Okay. Again, more stuff I can't say. Anyway, let's celebrate their fifth super on a live stream. There.
Mine. Or
I own this studio. But I don't know how to work any of it. Like I could turn on the phone, I could push the live. That's
you
when
even have trouble with
I mean you know what? I'm not gonna hear it.
You do though.
Yep, yes I do. So, it's a Tuesday. It's a it's a Tuesday. Um, there's 12 people on here. We were in my mind I'm like if we get to 30, I mean come on. Just like on my YouTube, I made a video about 100 and whatever subscribers. I was like I wanted to cry. I'm like over 100 people want to know about me. That's kind of dope. Then the very next like thankful one was 300 something. I couldn't imagine. Like when I put the first one out, I'm like, maybe 10, 20 people might like my stuff and turn into a few hundred. And I was like, dude, people are pretty dope. Let's see what they want to watch. And I would get suggestions and do that. And that's how I got some of the scarier stuff that I got and the more daring, the shit that I probably wouldn't do right now because, I mean, it didn't pay me anything. I paid to do everything and a lot of it was way too dangerous for someone to do just because they wanted to do it and record themselves. But I was grateful for people. Again, though, I mean, I've got a real house that I've got negative for subscribers. LOL. There's not a chance that that's even remotely possible. But I would change my name if I were you. A real hoe. Okay, see, a real hasso. What's hasso? I don't know. But that is implicative of hello, Ken. You have such a long name. Isn't Dead Silence the puppet movie with a bunch of cabinets of puppets in the abandoned theater?
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's phenomenal. Two fenders. God, Josh, hold up. I'm my dad, but I'm gonna buy my own black Stratocaster. Amen to that. Oh man, if you could afford a Stratocaster, dude. If you could get a Strat, just keep using, the oil and all that other shit that comes with it, make it perfect. No, I wish and thank you very much. These are just, they're off-brand, just so I can mess with, keep my, I was in music a long time. Anybody can put a goddamn music symbol on them. I was almost signed to a record label in Burbank, California, so music was really big to me. I could play a few instruments, so I got those. I've got an acoustic piano, some other weird shit that somehow. I taught my son if you learn a scale like up and down, you could play pretty much anything that does the same kind of thing. So if I grab a harmonica, give me 2 minutes and I could learn a new song if I hear it, because it's kind of easy. Same with those. Those are kind of throwaway. Actually, bought this one. It came with like a crack and a knob missing or something. Contacted the company. They're like, okay, we're gonna send you another one. They sent us this one, and my beautiful team pimped it out with the groom and all that other shit. But It's not anything to write home about. If I put a pedal on it, it might sound really, really damn cool. But same thing with the acoustic, cheap stuff. Do you play drums? Yes, actually. I started my band, which one was it? Heart and a Handgun. The one that was almost signed to Take Over Records in Burbank, California. We started out as myself as the drummer, and I broke. Okay, so you have a couple bones here. One of them twists and goes over the other one, and one stays still. One of them, the more important one, was you had a hairline fracture in it from just blocking over and over. They put me in a temporary cast, but they're like 6 weeks. You can't do this. You can't move it. It has to be, very, very still. We had a little gig coming up at Oaklawn Ice Arena in Oaklawn, Illinois. We talked, and I was like, I can't. I just physically can't. Uh, well, we all know the songs, and I talked to my vocalist at the time, and he's like, well, could you just keep a beat? And I was like, well, yeah, I used to drum all the time, or I used to vocalize all the time. We switched up. I became the vocalist, he became the drummer. We were better that way, and we kind of blew up. Aaron would even know. Aaron might have been to a few of my concerts. Uh, I'm trying to rate. I'm sorry. I've been telling. The Viking thing, yes and no. Very hard to get into. I can't really point the camera, but I'm covered in Vikinger stuff. I've got it tattooed. I don't know where the nearest. Well, here, but I'm not, gonna do the Superman thing. Uh, but yeah, if politics hasn't taught you anything, all white people are the same. So, I mean, but no, that's not true. We're very different. Um, this is supposed to be a Q and A about you guys, or not even a Q and A. Like let's do something fun. Um, can't think of nothing. I mean, break down the guitars and do that, but it's the middle of a week. Like this isn't like something that people should be doing. New Zealand,
It's ridiculous.
New Zealand. Wait, Rachel said something. Yes, Rachel, you gotta check out my regular videos and all that, uh, and stick around with the channel. Eventually, I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna show all of my tattoos. I just showed off this one. It, long story, but uh, which one? My mother.
Yes.
My mother's not here. Hey guys, so Bible study got canceled. We're getting fucked up. No, so my mom's on here, uh,
And the other one.
and the other one says definitely will do. Oh my god, my adopted mother. Keep going backward. Things keep coming. Uh, do you know any magic tricks? I do. No one wants to see hand magic, and that one's. I mean, okay, I've got really big hands. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not even gonna. So listen, now I do have to relieve myself. I don't know whether you guys. I mean, I've been on here for goddamn like an hour. Got any head tattoos? LMAO. Hey son, number two. Oh, okay, okay. I thought she was yelling at me like I said hello, bitch. Turn the volume up. It's on the side next to the power switch. I accidentally actually pushed the power switch a few times at work. I got a call that had a weird ring to it, and I was like, "Hello." They're like, "This is emergency services. Did you call 911?" I was like, "No, I'm at a cemetery, legally." I called 911. If you click your power button multiple times, it calls 911. I thought I was turning my music up. Now I know that that's not how I. So, oh my God, I miss you. I think I know you from Cali. Man, miss you for real. So I was in California at the Takeover Record Studio in Burbank in 2000. I can't say that part. In 2005 to 2007, around that time range. So if that makes sense, then yeah, Heart and Handgun. I was the lead vocalist because then that's when we became kind of big. We used to deal with CDs and I mean, really, really old stuff, which sounds really dumb now, but winning awards that actually were awards that you could put somewhere, not any of this. I was gonna say crypto shit, but no, that's still not how they do awards. Um, how are you, Mom? You know, you guys are all talking to each other. Hello from Australia. Ozzy, again? Hey, mate, I just had, what the fuck's it called?
New
From
Zealand.
Down Under?
New Zealand.
No, I had Down Under food.
Oh, you
Shrimp on the bobby. Bobby is how we call them here. Um, you've been on here for an hour, you say, just stumbled. Yes, I'm sorry. I have a job. I work very, very hard with my hands. Today is a day that I was like, let's test out to see if people also don't work on Tuesdays sometimes. And apparently, y'all are broke. But no, yeah, it's been 40, almost 47 minutes, and uh, I'm taking my old self to bed, a real hoe. Or that's not her name. Maybe it's a him.
No, she said that's a hoe.
I know. I
Asshole. She said that's what
oh,
it meant.
now.
Paso. That's what her friend used to call it.
So listen, you go to bed if you need to. Uh, what do you do for work? My mother, Roxanne Painter, grave digger! Exclamation points! LOL. Yes, I kill people. No, they're dead. I got the shovel tattooed on me. It's my life, and my nickname's Grim has nothing to do with the cemetery business. It's a kickboxing thing. Ironically, later on in life, I started putting people in the ground. And then I got a license to do it. But no, I work at a cemetery. This is my third one actually. I buried hundreds of people, which isn't that impressive when you look at like the old timers that have like 30 or three. One of these guys has tens of thousands under his belt, like 30,000 or something stupid. And I was like, I got hundreds. Well, you know what? Not gonna brag anymore in my life, you know. But yeah, I teach kickboxing. That's my main thing. That's why I was able to take off my cemetery job today, and I bury people. So, kind of cool mixture of stuff. But I got a lot of people to feed. Um, Man, I gotta read so many things. Ozzy deleted some. Someone said, same shit, different day. Yeah, yes. I hear my wonderful daughter-in-law. No, that is part of my team. I think you're referring to J114. Listen. I have so many things to say, but I can't. I'm
Paso.
5'5".
55.
Oh, I was like, shit. You're almost as tall as my mom. She's what? 5'2".
5'2". She's 3 inches taller than me.
I have Halloween decorations that are taller than my mother in my house right now. Okay. But I am checking out. All right,
Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. So. You're a rock star. Thank you for sticking around for so long. I really appreciate it. I truly do. Sweet dreams. Love you. You know, we'll do this more personal stuff more often, because people evidently like it on a Tuesday goddamn night. What? I was on a Friday, and the most people I think was like 29 at a time, and I'm like, whoa, I had 29 people. What the fuck? That's okay. I get that. You have nothing to do. Just scroll through, just watch some dude also getting drunk and stuff in his home. Oh man, it's like we're in the same place. Cheers. And people paid me to cheers. Yep. I do that. I do stuff for money on camera. We're gonna avoid that today. Because my mom's on the channel. Glad I found you, dude. Oh, Rachel. Rachel Rebecca. Okay, so I hate a guy with two first names. John.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name is. Oh.
Stefan Berger.
Hey!
Your son's name.
I can't. Okay. So I got people that want me to put my kid's name all over the internet. Not gonna happen. But listen, John. I was gonna say John Smith, but Smith isn't a first name.
John
Wait,
Jacob.
Smith and Whiston. That's not it. I own some of their products, and that's definitely a last name. Smith. No, not Smith at all. John Richards. No, Richards is not a. That's a, okay. Two names that are a
John
man.
Gary.
John Gary. Fuck you, John Gary. It's not a name. But this woman, Rachel Rebecca. Sus. That's what the kids say. Richard Rebecca. No, Rachel Rebecca. Okay. A
Richard.
woman with two female names. I can dig it. It's okay. It's a lot better than John Jinkerheimer's. That. Okay. His name is my name too. No, it's not. Your name's Aaron. I know you. I've known you for a long time. John Jacob Jamerheimer. Well, you smelled Schmidt right, so 10 points on that. But you didn't capitalize Jingerheimer.
Jingle.
I'm German. Look at this.
Jinger.
If I want a jinger, listen. We're gonna. I need an intermission. I
Jingle
really.
bells.
How do I? What?
Jingle bells.
Okay, Jingleheimer. So it's, I get it. Jinger bells. Man. God damn, man. I know some retarded or some cool. You know, people like me. There's 13 of us
Birds
now.
of a feather flock.
I mean,
together.
like 8 of them are like my team. Just writing in. I'm like, hey, you're fun too. It's some dude in the back that I hired as a janitor. He's like, my name's Rebecca Rinaldi. Or, who's Rinaldi? That's somebody famous.
It's a soccer player.
There's a soccer. I have. Okay, so, okay. Piece of business advice. When you hire people that are really good at something, okay? I don't know how to do anything other than, well, I know how to do stuff, but like this, I could record. I'm good at it. We could go anywhere, and I can make content about it. Can't do any of the extras, none of the editing or whatever. But I lost my train of thought. I mean, just hire good people, I guess. We can't do this all night. Just letting you know that check you paid me bounced. LOL. Aaron,
Because you weren't meant to get paid.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this in the slightest of, or the nicest of ways, slightly. If Burger King hired you, you would have to cut them a check the following day for what the fuck you did with their kitchen. So for you to tell me that I paid you something that bounced, is like Santa keeping the rebate cards for Menards when he buys your dad something. I had so much going on. There was a joke there. Someone out there is like, ah, knee slapper. That's the only guy that would ever laugh at that, whippersnapper stuff. Screw Burger King. Well, bouncy, ma. Just
Go to bed, Ma.
wait a minute, you guys. Can we troll my mother? How do we troll my mother? There's Steve Ebo what? I know a lot of Steves.
That's an 8.
Yeto. Okay, so Steve, listen. Could someone other than the people I know let me know that this is real? Because I'm starting to think that I'm in this delusion and I'm like in a chair somewhere laughing in a corner and they show me a screen like people are watching you. you're a superstar. And I'm like, my mother says, I'm not tired, damn it. Steve only said, so this motherfucker came on the channel. Normally, with these things, you're like, oh, that's boring. I wouldn't watch myself. I don't have mirrors some places. I'm, okay. Wait a minute. I was just called out in real life. God, there's so many things that aren't legal. Or there's. So I just said I couldn't watch myself. And literally, there's a giant ass TV over there, my face on it. and there are digital billboards up with my face on it in the neighborhood. Well, not only this neighborhood. Only this, no, a few neighborhoods have my face on it. They're wanted posters, but I mean, I'm like a local. I was gonna say I'm like Jack Daniels, but
Any advertisement.
Etny, what?
Any advertisement.
Yeah, we'll do any advertisement, you know. You might have seen me on the cover of Victoria's Secret. So anybody who watches this is gonna be like, I know that beard. I'm gonna be like, 2024 edition. They let big tattooed guys be the hottest women. Why did my counter go up when I said I'm a hot woman?
That's what people are.
Oh man, you're into hot women. Let me tell you something. You came to the wrong fucking place. We have dolls that guys play with. Okay, we're gonna. Not the fucking inflatable ones. Those are already inflated. They're 7. Okay, people dropped. Okay, listen. I'm not tired, damn it. That's what my mother says like 18 minutes ago. So, one of two things. One, I either need to go to bed, or two, we're gonna roast the shit out of my mother. And she laughed at me. My mother is live laughing at me. Well, I hope she's alive. Well, okay, that was so morbid, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm thinking it though. So, anybody, just so you guys know in the future, she says, no! Via writing it right there. So, go ahead. I'm heading off to bed. Night, everyone. Oh, Vicky, I can't believe you're here. I'm sorry about my mother. We will do this another time. We'll call it roasting chestnuts on a boat. We'll figure out the title, but we'll do it later. You rock, Vicky. You know I love you. You're okay. 1 of 10 out of thousands. So you're a rock star. We love you. Thank you for being here. This is stupid, but thank you. Good night, sweet dreams, and we'll be talking, girl. You know it. Ooh. Roxanne Painter said, good night, Vicky. Jay said, good night, Vicky. She said, night, Roxanne. Is this going to be all that's happening? Am I a librarian now? Why would that be a
Narrator, you
no, that's what a librarian does. They narrate.
No, they check out books.
That's called booknomania. I'm thinking of like, I have so many words. Like, okay, everybody, there's hearts going on. No one's gonna see this in the future. So, let me say this out loud. 50. You guys can't see. I'm pointing for now. Okay, 59. It's been 59 minutes 26 seconds right now. I'm gonna look at it later. 114 people looked at it. Wow, that's cool. How many people stayed for more than 14 seconds? 4.1% of them, because I know them. The ones that are here or that have stayed, I've known them, or I need to get to know them. If you do the math, it says $6.48 I've created in an hour. 59, 57, 58, 59. 1 hour right now. I've made $6.48. Okay. Talk about Tupac? AI Pac? The fuck does that even mean? Oh, Razik. He's saying it again. He was number one. AI Pac? Look at my. Aaron, I can't look at your last comment, homeboy. Let me see. Maybe I can. Oh, the screen moves. Usually the son looks up to the mother, but in your situation, the mother looks up to the son.
Because she should.
The son's up there. Who the we all look up to that guy. Who knows what AI Pac is? This guy. Okay, Razik, bro is clueless. AI Pac, is AI mean two? No. Artificial intelligence Pac. That could be so many.
No, we're not gonna talk about the fucking anything political or Israeli or nothing.
Oh, okay. So, when we talk about, there's so much going on everywhere.
We don't talk
Pro
about
is labor in Washington.
We don't talk about
You're
that,
probably
guys.
struggling. Okay. So we will, bro. I'm not, for one, I'm not clueless, but AI Pac, I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm a white guy. I think I say that in like every stream. Someone says something, and I'm like, Finna? The hell does that mean? I know what that means. I'm not, that means going to. Like, I'm going to. Is reconnecting. Okay. AA Pac got me. 8-foot sativa the band. Kings Noden. 8-foot sativa the band. Gotta look that up because it sounds like something that I smoke or that I would listen to. If you're, my mom asked, or Roxanne Painter, you gotta, okay, why does nobody capitalize their name? If anybody finds that annoying, could we write that on here? Ugh. Brother, I know son, not son. Okay, you had to autocorrect, not auto, you had to go back and write that. I know what you meant. But yeah, my mother, she looked up to me because I was Italian. But then I became white man. Very proud. There's more people like really they're writing somebody in the government. Let's see. I thought he was Mongolian. My doll?
You can't even see it in the video.
He looks Mongolian. He's whiter than me. He is the only, I was gonna say creature. He's not even he's not even alive. Yeah, yes, but because it was cheaper there. No, he's not Mongolian. Who?
You, but he said he was kidding. The last comment.
I can't read that fast. I don't read. My mother, yeah. My mother? My mother said my mother. We're in Chicago, Ma. That's how we talk. That's how,
Talk.
talk. That's how we talk. With a capital L. That's how we talk. No, that's not how we do it here. My mother. Yeah, I do say that. That's my mother.
You say ma.
Well, I know, but if it's my mother, I say that's my mother. My mother. I say TH. Shit. I could TH the hell the best out of anybody. It's just the size and. I'm just kidding, my man. Okay, Jesse, love you somehow. I mean, is it Mata or Mada? Everybody, we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna talk about my mother. MADA. That's my motto. That's a fucking. Hey, now I learned something about myself. I'm fucked from, growing up in Chicago. I know you are Mongolian. How can you tell? I'm whiter than my dolls? You know, not all of them, some of them. Okay. And I work in the sun. Could you see this? Oh shit, that's a really yes you can. I'm 8 shades of white. There's a movie coming out. Is it purple or orange? You could go fuck yourself because okay. Not gonna lie. NGL. That's what the kids say. If I'm talking about something purple and I see it's purple, I know the color purple. It's like I have something purple and I know what it is. Ah, wait. This is purple. Okay. I have pitch perfect. I don't watch this. Swear to God. Okay. I'm gonna put someone on blast real quick.
No.
So you know how
You're talking
YouTube.
about purple and orange?
I'm gonna find a purple and orange in here, but I'm gonna call them different things. So, YouTube gives you plaques. I have little better plaques. Thank you, YouTube. Love you. You're everywhere. Perfectly sized. Literally
That was
from.
a pizza one.
I can't do this one, but this is a pizza one. There are I mean, you couldn't imagine. But I have 3,700 subscribers and some change. Every 1,000, I get a cool ass one like this. It's bigger than the rest. So, I got my play. But either way, where I was going with that is this is. That's the wrong one that I didn't want to grab. This is purple. Okay, that's purple. I'll go back to this one. Orange. Purple. Orange. I know colors. Okay. Why are people wanting to watch me learn colors? I know what they are, okay? But if I see something that's like a clearly an orange sign, like do not enter, I'm like, hey, that purple sign says don't, the brain just, I don't know what it is. I know the difference in the colors. So, just got made fun of. Did someone say pizza? Ma. Okay. Okay, Jesse. We were watching Austin Powers and Goldmember either. We still have half the movie left to watch. Okay, if there's anybody in the world who stops the movie to watch me, for one, you have great taste. I mean, Austin Powers, I could do that. I can do that. I'm not going to right now because I can easily, but I mean, I can't stand little bugs when I'm in a place. Like they live outside, I work near them at your home. I got you. Stop crawling on me, but I ain't gonna kill you. In here, I will make you an example. Like ripping wings off and putting you on the floor, making you twitch, little microphone and whatnot. Yes. I hate watching halftime. What is halftime? Oh well, I know that it's half of the whole thing. In football, there's football going on, probably somewhere. Do you have 3D printer? Hey, look, 3D printed. They look 3D printed. Which ones? What? Oh no. That is what you learn when you're in a hospital.
Or second grade.
Or what?
That's,
When you go to school, you learn how to melt stuff, plastics.
I am getting
That is
3D.
weird, though. Isn't that weird? Yes, I am gonna get a big fancy 3D printer, but for now, that's what happened. I'm not wait, start it and not finish it. Finish what?
Nothing. There's a whole conversation.
There's a whole conversation not going, or it is going. I ain't
It's
there.
Him and Aaron.
Calm down, Aaron. But yes, Aaron is cool as hell. Chill like a frozen cucumber. What the fuck does that even mean? Finish a movie. Okay. the hell does a frozen cucumber, I was gonna say feel like, taste like? I don't know how to end that. What is that? Okay, I have to pee. Okay, you know, I'm gonna, I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna go bring my frozen cucumber to the receptacle. Um, it's a painful cucumber. I'm not gonna do all this right now. Wash your hands, ma. Ugh. For the ugh. Okay, I will. True cheeseburger. Okay, you know what? You guys talk because I don't know what the hell you're saying. So have fun. Give me like. I mean, my mom's making me wash my. So give me like 6 minutes. Yeah. Why are there so many people still in here? You know. So I don't know whether to go. Oh, yeah, I need to go that way. Um, I can't go back so far. You truly. Tushy cleaning is key to smelling fresh. I'm good, getting tired too. You know what? Jump scare. Okay, well, you know what? My plan was to show my clean tushy, but that was ruined by. That's gross. So. Hey, Aaron, you're a dick. He's like, he's back. Stop talking about him. Okay, I mean. Okay, I was gonna say I do know how to rewind this, or, you know. Nope. Uh. I did an thing the other day of some weird shit, and most of which I had to end up tossing, which was, I don't like throwing away food. but it was gross, and nobody. I mean, I had everybody try it. Nobody would eat it. Uh, so let's turn this frown upside down. Fuck that's supposed to mean. All right. This is stupid. Uh, we got
Chrissy Urbex,
Jesse.
good morning.
Chrissy said, "Hey, the hell? Where's she at? Damn it, Chrissy, I forgot. God damn it. Hey, just because food changes color doesn't mean it's inedible. What? I, okay, there's so much going on. I am stupid. I didn't say that. That's someone wrote that. His name's Jesse Smoke. I'm sorry. He's sorry. Listen, Chrissy, I was just saying this a little bit ago. We had okay, so it was now it's Chrissy,
Vicky.
Vicky Christian.
Yeah.
She was on here, and I'm like, out of the 3,700 people I got on my YouTube, you're in that top 10. You're in that top 10 also. So it's kind of awesome to have two of those, heavy hitters here. Good morning, Jay. But yeah, no, it's really cool. It's really cool. I tell everybody, where am I on the list? Aaron, I mean, you know what? I have so many funny things to say, but Aaron's one of those guys that aren't only like every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Like, are you going on live now? I respect the shit out of that because I was like, people aren't gonna want to watch me. Like, look at what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything. I'm talking. Uh, Aaron's been one of those quintessential people that kind of, you know, you're high up on the list. You're like, if there's 3,700, you've got to be within the 2,000s range, like in the, upper echelon. See, everybody would be laughing if it wasn't, focused on one thing. It was a lie, Aaron. Obviously, you're in that top 10. I sub so I won't miss your lives. I appreciate that. I didn't think this was going to be a thing at all. Because it's weird. I did one at my old cemetery, and that one was kind of cool because it was freaky as shit. I had to bring my pistol. We had lights. We had everything, which the lights were screwing up. That was the other day. That's cool. But sitting, I mean, my team is flawless when it comes to getting setups ready and making everybody feel comfortable and making sure I've got everything around me so I don't have to be running around and peeing is the last thing they've it's gonna come up in a
Work in
meeting soon.
progress.
I mean, we're in the middle of it. NASA has declined any I mean, I think they're do not disturb list. But okay, if someone sends me a fucking toilet, those old cool lounge chairs, some of them had a toilet. We're not doing that. Okay. Product review. That's going to be my next big thing. Let me tell you guys about this stuff. I do have some weird shit around me. No toilet seat, or, I wouldn't have left. But, I like good folks. Okay, Jesse, you speak your mind. I don't know if you're talking about me or, but Chrissy, again, rock star. I'm so blessed to have these people. It sounds dumb because it's obviously not paying the bills. I got to work 2 separate jobs other than doing this on the side. But I made like friends, like genuine ride or die friends. And, yeah, Greg, you seem like a good guy. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I love people. I was homeless when I was 16, so I just, you fall in love with people. My daughter, she died when she was 4.5 months old, so family became even more kind of, this is why you're breathing right now. If you're sad or upset or you can't do this anymore, F you. There's other people that kind of need you to pick up that weight, and I only allow the best people in my life. And my mother's on here, unless she went to sleep probably. Uh, Thank you very much. Yeah, her name was Roxanne, named after my mother. My wife's idea, not mine, but I mean, uh, Roxy became a legacy, and I got videos about her and whatnot, but uh, my mother's on here, and it's funny to say it with her around. She's probably knocked the hell out, but she's works like a fucking dog too. Uh, Thank you. I'm a very big believer in that, Jesse. Uh, but my ma always taught me I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. Uh, if I have $1, I don't need 100 little pennies around me. Oh, good to meet you. Good to be your friend. Yada yada. You're gone. I want four, not necessarily four, but I'd rather have a very small group of, you're hurting, give me a call. I I don't give a shit if it's 2:30 in the morning. My best friend, I've lost a lot of best friends, but one of my best friends died in a car crash. I could have seen him, Rowdy. My mother knows this. Aaron knows this. I could have seen him as he was dying and told him how much I loved him and all this stuff. But I kept my phone on silent because I worked early. My friend Tawny back in the day was banging on my door, and finally someone let her in, and she ran in, and she's like, Rowdy got in this giant accident. One of the guys was just became a manager at Chicago Bridge Theater. He became a quadriplegic. Another guy, his arm went out the window when they rolled, so he lost his arm. I forget. There was one other really big injury, and then Rowdy died. He was the only one who died. I called the hospital, and they were like, well, what's his last name? I was like, there was a big accident. I had to lie and say my brother just got in a big accident, and his name is Chris Damagala. And I didn't know his last name. I knew him as Rowdy, but I knew his name was Chris. I was like, his name's Chris, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what the fuck is his last name? Nobody knew it. And I was like, how old's the one that died? And she said his age on the phone, and I knew everyone else was not, it was, he was 19 or whatever. Everyone else was either 25 or, something way older than that. So right away, I just hung up the phone. I said, it's Rowdy that died, and people screamed and cried. And long story short, if my phone was on and I got that initial phone call, I would have been they ripped apart a fence, part of a garage. The neighbors came out, and I talked to the owner of the house, and he's like, this is what insurance is for. And I was like, I'm so sorry, my brother did this. And he's like, this is what taxes are for. Don't worry about that, grieve. Let me in his house. He gave me coffee. People across the street came over, dark as shit, early in the morning, like now. But, and the lady came out and said, we pulled him out. He bled right here, and the blood was still in the grass. But she said he couldn't see anything, but he was pointing to his stomach. So that something down there happened, and he passed away. But he was up for a while, and it took them like 45 minutes or something crazy for paramedics to come. So she's like, I just held the guy, and he died right here in my grass. I could drive there now in 15 minutes. But anyway, I keep my phone on fucking blast now. I mean, if you irritate me at 2 in the morning, you want to, upgrade my car insurance, you can go to hell. But, it's worth that kind of maybe thing. So I'm kind of big on keeping that shit on during the night. I go to bed late, I wake up early. I'd rather you bug me. And if you're having a bad day, if you're thinking stupid, like I have and every other person in the world, it's cool to have a lifeline that you could be like, I know for a fact this asshole is half drunk and sleeping, but he will answer that phone. It's good to have people like that. And I don't want to be like I'm the greatest friend ever because as we know from Rowdy's story, I haven't been, but keep it on. Let motherfuckers call you. When my daughter died, I'm sure every one of my friends, Erin was at her funeral, my mother obviously. Um, I'm sure they all had shit going on in their lives. This was kind of paramount, but everyone's got something going on, and sometimes people just might need that. I'm sorry, just talk. I'll sit here with a beer and I'll listen to you for 45 minutes. Kind of like what's going on here. We're Dr. Phil in this shit. But, but yeah, okay. That is what it is. There's been a lot of, stuff going on. Um, Aaron, I know. I mean, Detroit originally, so many friends. Yep. Yep. When I went to Detroit for the first time, I believe for the first time, but it was on camera. I went to the not Gold and Silver, Hardcore Pawn, the TV show. It's an actual pawn shop. So I went there. On the way there, just like Chicago out here, very violent, and we literally drove. Everything's cool. On the way back, there's a blue tarp and bullet casings all around it. We looked on the news, the newspaper. They're like, yeah, well, dude left his motel room and got gunned down, some gang or drug violence or something. It's on my YouTube shorts, but it was. I went to Eminem, his trailer park that he grew up in, so it was like a big trip, and that was involved. But we saw that, and I'm like, I got my kids with me, so like let's dip out of this part and go somewhere else. So, I mean, Chicago, Detroit, same shit. It's a mess in some places. So, uh, I do not doubt for a millisecond that you've lost friends, probably over stupid shit. Um, a lot of my family, my mom could attest to it. It's suicide, uh, overdoses, alcohol, preventable stuff. Now it's kind of cool that you could actually talk to one of your homies and be like, dude, I've been feeling kind of weird lately. That was gay 10 years ago. So, kind of cool that you could do that. Even on here, like random ass people, you could talk here. And that's what I always say about the fucking people that subscribe. Like genuine. Like some people, oh, I like that video, I pushed a button, great. Most of them are like friends here. And they'll talk to each other. I'm like, yo, I mean, they ain't paying no bills, but we're still like, we got a community here. I absolutely love it. Uh, um, why does his flag? Why does his?
We've already answered for you.
Oh, different color. Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Blue Lives Matter. Thank you, Jesse, a lot. Um, oh yeah, I see that. Bang, bang. Man, there's so much going out. Um, so many conversations. I'm sorry that I'm not like on it. I don't like watching live streams because I'm like, what am I gonna do? There is one dude that does a Pokemon stand, and my son's really into it. And some kid will walk up like, "Oh, I really want that thing," and people will donate, like, give it to the kid. I love that. I love that. That's the kind of thing I want to do. Well, not take money from you guys and give it to kids. That's fucking weird, but be able to do that kind of cool stuff. Or next time I go and feed the homeless, like bring you guys with. But I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Look at what I'm doing. You know, my on the if you can't tell on the top of my helmet that red, that's Random Kindness Squad. It's a nonprofit I own. It's just feeding the homeless. Whatever. Uh, my kids have library stuff. There's a whole thing that you could donate to for other kids that their families can't afford the library stuff, like the extra book fairs is what it is. And
Share the fair
Share the Fair is what it's called. So we were gung ho about, they don't need to know where it's coming from, but it is what it is. I gave out Christmas gifts a few times on camera. It just doesn't feel right. Like, look at me, I'm doing this. It's really not for that. Because I'll watch like wholehearted videos, like feel good videos, and it's just like, damn, that feels good. I wish I had big money because, you see, that was epic. His name's Juan. He'll go and knock on someone's door, like, what do you pay for rent? Well, here's your month's rent. I love that shit. I love it. I'm only, like, I'm not on that scale. I'm, some kind of sliver on the bottom. But it feels really damn good. Like, it really does. On both sides, when I visit, everybody wants the same thing: security, freedom, peace. 100%. Everybody seems more interested to discuss what they don't like. That's easy. That Zach just said problem. Everybody seems to. I'm sorry, it moved. It's not me. It moved. Interested to discuss what they don't like. 100%. Very easy. Very easy to complain. So, like, I'm in the cemetery business. Sometimes we have to, put big ass equipment on the lawn to get to a really tough grave. We'll get a dozen complaints. Oh, you put these big machines all over the grass, and there's tire marks that are going to be there for 4 months. Yes, that's how we have to bury people, Uh, I had someone, right, I worked for the Archdiocese of Chicago, so from Rome, the biggest one. Someone wrote them, I've got it, I got the screenshot. What's his name? The dude that walks his dogs.
Dan.
Dan. His name's Dan. Shout out to him, even though he'll never see this. He wrote them and said, "You got a guy here on his lunch. For one of my lunches, I jumped a car, which any man would do that. And the GM saw me doing it, which was what I was. It felt kind of good. This other guy, Dan, he's like, I'm a lieutenant with Chicago PD. Came over here and talked to my aunt, and she said you were on your lunch, saw her like kind of sad in her car, and found the grave she was looking for." And I'm like, "Yeah, it ain't nothing. There's markers, and I know how to like read them." And he's like, "Well, it was your lunch." I was like, "Yeah, I get a 30-minute lunch. I took 2 minutes finding it. Well, I did have to go get the paper, so like 10 minutes finding it, and afterward we just talked, you know." And I told her I gotta go, but I was able to scarf down my sandwich in, the 5 minutes I had to get back to, we call it the FOC, but our big building. So I didn't miss any time. I didn't like make my bosses mad. I was just being a dude. And he wrote the archdiocese for me, complimenting stuff. And he stopped my supervisor as he's like, "Is that your boss?" I'm like, "That's the number 2 of the cemetery." And he went like this. His name's Mike. Wonderful dude. Love him. He's like, "I don't know if you could give people some accolades, but he just went out of his way." And I was like, "Dude, nobody compliments anybody. It's sad." And I'll do the weirdest shit. So we're driving to a bar that is kind of like a second home to me. I don't, I don't do the bar thing a lot, but I became very, very popular there. I know all of the locals, the owners. I almost slept at their home a couple times. Where was I going with that? God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. That's do talking, and then I went there. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, never mind. I went way off topic. I'm assuming most of this is people talking to each other, which, I mean, love that shit. Uh, but let me read this out loud. Donations are very much appreciated. To Grimm's Travels 3416. That's my childhood home address. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, share the screen, please everyone. Rockstar 100%. That's Christina. She's badass. I know her personally, so I know she's cool. But uh, I feel sick every time I try to drink. It's been years ago. Oh, Aaron. Okay, man. You know, seems like Mr. Grimm always attracts great people. Such a great community here. Yeah, goddamn right. I mean, tonight was not supposed to happen. It's Tuesday. I've got stuff to do tomorrow.
Almost 4 in the morning.
Almost 4 a.m. I mean, I could donate shortly. No. I'm just paying off my daughter's heart surgery. What? Paying off my daughter's heart surgery? Hold up. Wait a minute. That's not the same song. Maybe it is. Okay. Let's not. I'm glad I met you all. Hell yes. Don't you mean you have shit to do today, technically? Thanks, asked Aaron. Um, Christina said sorry to Jesse. Damn, again, I wish I was somebody. Oh, how cool would it be to be like, yo, everybody, could we, like, do, I know, and he's one of them humble type, oh, don't do that. How cool would it be to be like, I don't want my name attached to it, but let's do something. We don't even have to make a big video about it. Oh, here's a big donation. But, oh, God, it kills me. I mean, there's 10 people here. Y'all must know about my daughter, 4.5 months old, dead. I would never, I couldn't imagine. Yeah, she had a hole in her heart that didn't close. It's okay. She is healthy and happy now. That's all that matters. Yeah. That's really sad. Um, Again, I'm a Freemason, so we own St. Jude, and I'm really big into that. It's sad. A kid that has to go through, ugh, it's gross. It's disgusting. Like, uh, thanks, Shane, of course. We do have the right people here. I swear to God. Again, like my mother said, she's sleeping, but she's like one of the 10 people. She's like this, just listening to me talk in the background. Love you, Ma. Um, uh, you pulled through. I don't know. I again, I've met and known about a lot of sick kids. Not my own, but and good Mata. Yeah, she's sleeping. I love you, son. Oh my God. I'm talking about a man and his daughter. Listen, it's sad how kids should never have to go through cancer. I got fuck cancer tattooed right here. It's fancy, but it says fuck cancer on me. Um, uh, but no kid should go through that shit. It's gross. It's disgusting. I mean, no kid should go through really anything, but like their own thing. I'm not comparing at all. It's very, very different. My daughter had to have throat surgery to get her tonsils and anoids and shit removed because it was swollen. Changed her entire life, sleeping, eating, all that. But I saw her in pain for like a week, and normally it's like, Alice, chill the hell out, and she'll be cold. It was like, it was terrible to see. So I can't even imagine what you guys went through. Um, but I don't know how long ago that was or whatever, but obviously, um, you know, I've heard a lot about a hole in the heart with kids, And I don't know if that's like it's obviously a birth defect. I mean, something didn't form all the way, obviously. But I guess it's a lot more common than people would think. And that's scary. I mean, thank God for modern medicine. Fuck that it's so expensive, though. Uh, a long recovery. A year ago, though, shit, I'd still think that, something's going, like, not something's going on, but, like, there's still obviously some healing in your heart. It's the one muscle. It only rests in between beats. It's the only time in your entire lifetime. If you live to 110, the only time that thing relaxes momentarily is in between heartbeats. So to be using something constantly that they say that has a defect in it, something, ugh. Recovery took about 9 months. I couldn't fathom what, I mean, I could guess. My grandpa spoke 5 languages, knew everything about the human body, and he raised me most of my childhood, so I've been around the medical stuff a lot. But I couldn't, ugh. Jesse said, yeah, she wouldn't have lived past 30 without the surgery. Um, yeah, I don't know if there was like a ventricle thing, like they put a vein from somewhere else, or they just closed it up, and I don't know. I don't know. I had a very major surgery that I won't bring up whatsoever right now. But uh, yeah, whatever it was, thank God it worked. And uh, she was a 7, almost 8 hour. Yeah, no, it was. I don't know if I read that wrong. Uh, yeah, and in the heart, ugh, that hurts. That hurts even thinking about it. And a little baby, like a child, that's not cool at all. Um, but you got through it. I don't know what you believe in, but you know, obviously you were praying to the right person. Uh, but I believe in miracles, and I don't think everything happens for a reason. People say that. That's a very uh, that's a very broad statement, because I can't wrap my head around why would my daughter die? What would be the benefit of that? I'm closer with my family and whatnot, but it wasn't worth that. I'd still be a good dad and you know provider. I wouldn't be just some loser, but you know whatever. Uh, Open heart surgery. Uh, yeah, for real. I'm sorry, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you staring at?" Jesse's his daughter had open heart surgery. I went into depression around the time it happened, but I am working on that. Yeah, yeah, it might take a long time, and I hate. Oh, when my daughter died, some people would be like, "I know what you're going through." No, the fuck you don't. I mean, this exact situation, if you went through it, then you would kind of know. But, uh, you know, the same thing with a kid having a disability, all the all the stuff you got to deal with in the future, and obviously the money. Uh, 263,000 for a kid. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Um, People are just, I don't know if I should, I don't know what the hell to do right now. An hour, 44 minutes. That's absolutely insane. I don't know how you people are up. Some people are sleeping, you know. I would be if I wasn't talking right now. So, uh, I was like, yeah, the health system takes advantage of us. Yes. One thing that you could take to the bank, which is really cool, aspirin. If you're in the middle of a heart attack, you chew a couple, it could unclog something temporarily. Perfect, perfect medicine. You could buy 120 of them for $1 at the dollar store or whatever. If it was invented today, it would be like $20 a pill because of all the shit that it does. So, that's one thing that, you know, really, really big thing that was positive about medicine. But yeah, most people, I know of some cancer drugs that were, I don't know, dirt cheap, and then a new owner came in, and now it's like almost impossible to get it, and uh, gross people, disgusting, disgusting, benefiting off someone else's suffering. That's just kind of, you know, that's not really human, I guess. It's more animalistic. Oh, okay. I got lost in the conversation. Then I see Roxanne Painter. I need to go to sleep. She's already been sleeping with the phone right here, listening. But, good night. Uh, uh, Aaron, you know, oh my God. You guys just keep going. Just do your thing. I'll wait. I'm getting a headache again. I got the munchies. Uh, oh, I got so much to do tomorrow, but it's later on, thank God. So, this was not planned again, and I don't know how it's lasted this long. Well, it got sad for a while. I, I as the host, I don't want to trauma dump on anybody, so I don't like to say bad stuff. But when I see something like genuinely sad come up, I'm like, shit, it needs to be addressed. We should be talking about this. Um, uh, Good night, Roxanne Painter. Um, I've got so much to say, but I can't. Anywho, uh, so, uh, man, that kills me. I, uh, and everyone out here, have a great day later. Be safe. From Roxanne. Um, it would be dope. So, okay, Roxanne, go to sleep. Love you, Ma. All right. I can't. Oh, I'm gonna text this motherfucker in about 4 hours. Like, good morning. Do you know? And brought a tear to my eye too, Grim. Yeah. No. And I know about the talking about it thing. And yeah, if you think you need to, do it. And I know what you mean about the depression thing. When my daughter died, I drank every single day a big bottle of vodka, usually Dimitri, some real cheap shit. Big bottle, just over and over. Uh, Beer in between, always getting messed up. And that was like a year of every single day. Uh, then I realized my wife went through the same thing and carried her. And, I was kind of being selfish, doing my own thing. Uh, I don't know what woke me up. Thank God something before I killed myself, because I'm a gun guy. I mean, I keep thinking, you know, it would be easy to do this and never think about nothing. But I got someone that went through the same shit. Anyway, long story short, you never get over it. But some people like to keep it inside. I used to keep it bottled up. My children, my other kids, have never seen me cry. Uh, so I, you know, if I need to, I'll go to the bathroom. I'll cry. I'm no bitch. I ain't gonna say, "Oh, I don't feel anything." Uh, but yeah, when it hits, it hits. It is what it is. Let it out whatever way you can. I'm still that dude. Like, I'm still someone you don't want to piss off, because I'll put you on the ground and hurt you. But it, if I think about her, or I see someone else that looks like her, or, now we go to, like, not Sid's meetings, but what she died from. We go to these. We know the director of Sids of Illinois. Her name's Nancy. Beautiful human being. She does these big things, and we'll go to the zoo and meet other parents that like lost some kid a week ago, and it's like I lost mine 11 years ago, so this is kind of not what to expect, but all the possibilities from then until now, and whatever. Um, uh, yeah, I completely agree with the you know I've got my kids. Uh, my girl's something special. Like, just, Daddy, can I put on a pretty dress? Well, if you're gonna dance, of course you have to, obviously, and it is what it is. It's beautiful. I love being a dad. It's like, and someone keeps telling me to cook. Um, I would absolutely, but I can't eat on camera. That's, you know, my thing. Maybe one day I'll get big doing mukbangs. I don't want to say it wrong. It could be misinterpreted. Uh, but listen, there's too many people on here. I think we should end this. I could be wrong. I mean, I've said that before and then stayed on for like another hour. But it's the greatest honor I have had in my life being a father. Absolutely. Um, so I always wanted boys. I had two boys, and then found out my wife was pregnant 11 years ago, over 11 years ago, right before we got married. And I'm like, I want a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy. We're in the room. Lady's like, do you want to know? I'm like, yeah. She's like, it's a girl. And something, boom, done. I screamed, like, yeah, yeah, I got a girl coming. My fiance at the time, she's like, yeah, there's people in the other room. I opened the door, I'm like, I'm having a girl. Like, everybody was happy. Everything from that point on was pink or purple polka dots. You know, everything changed. Uh, and you know, I dreamt about that daddy-daughter dance for some reason. That was like the one thing that was really, kind of, I felt robbed from me. But got it with my next daughter, Alice. So it ended up, it is what it is. But everyone's going through some shit. Um, if you could say something to a motherfucker to calm them down or make them happy, what, like, how hard is that? Oh, I was talking about my bar. It's like an hour and a half from my house, but I'm a biker. I always wear my cut around Chicago. I might get into some shit, so I go very far out. I'm driving, having a good time, and right next to me there's uh, a Corvette with the top down, and I look at the driver and I'm like, that is so beautiful. And he's like, thank you, man. And his wife was next to him, some old lady, and I was like, the car too, bro. And her face, it looked like she could have peed. Like that's why they make Depends. She almost screamed. She was laughing so hard. Uh, he turned red and he was laughing, and I always try to do that. Like, just compliment someone, even if it's in a stupid ass way that's embarrassing. Do it. You know what I mean? Uh, I like that random shit. I really love that random. You know, like, it's Tuesday right now. Is it? It's Tuesday right now. Uh, too many of you are up at the at the moment. I was trying to. I told my boy, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. He's like, talk about anything. It's now been 2 hours almost. Um, there are some people in the world that aren't meant to be parents, obviously, yes. It's one of the greatest gifts, absolutely. All children deserve parents, but sadly, not all parents deserve kids. That is more than true. Uh, what happened after the cemetery live stream? It was creepy. Got home and everything was kind of normal. Uh, my house, it's creepy and it's got a whole bunch of weird, half of the stuff they say is haunted. Normal night, just really creepy there, which is weird because that's my life. That's my lifestyle. It's my job. That's my livelihood. And I worked at that place and I never got the heebie-jeebies, so it was weird while we were there. But once I got back, everything kind of just settled down. It was anticlimactic. Like I was kind of hoping that when I got home, all my drawers would be open. You know, maybe my electronics sleeping, but no, none of that. Uh, it was strange. A lot of homes are creepy. Oh yes. Uh, yeah, said my kids don't. It's sad when kids don't have good, loving parents. So, obviously, as we've talked before, and you could see on my profile, uh, I'm I'm a big bad biker. I have no problem punching someone in the face. I'm very well trained in ass kicking. There's a group. They're called BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse. It's dudes like me that go to a courthouse for a girl that got abused, a little kid, whatever. I mean, sexual or not, I don't want to get this taken down, but you get like 30 bikers just sitting there looking at the dad, the defendant or whatever, letting them know, you're not going to have a fun time in there. When you come out, go. You're not going to have a fun time when you're out either. So I'm kind of big into that protective mode. Uh, you know, uh, Also, it's ugh, my brain is very conflicted because I'm not into participation trophies. You were there, so you should be recognized. No, if you lose, you lose. But if you're dealt a shit hand, uh, and you've got some things that mm, people just shouldn't deal with, you should know that you've got some big, bad, scary MFs you know, that are right behind you. Um, why did I get a donation? I'm not saying anything. If I save someone's life, donate $50,000. If not, uh, I'm military trained myself, so training, yes. Aaron wasn't Boy Scouts, but he made it to Eagle Scout, which sounds like, oh, whoop-de-doo, but no. You get Eagle Scout, it's very effing hard to do.
I just
Yep, my team knows it. Um, you get an automatic, like an M2 rating when you join, well, depending on what branch you're in, but, uh, nice, yeah. Uh, Jesse, I can't speak highly enough about the discipline that I think I mean, it's not even a right, it should be like I, not communist, but there are some countries that are like, you're doing the military for 3 years. Okay? You're doing that. Alright, you're a man? That's what's happening. Responsibility that you are forced to do. Uh, it sounds bad, but at the same time, like here, kids don't have structure. They don't. I mean, I hate with a capital F and H. Kids that go through an aisle and just touch everything, screaming. My son, my son will look at me and just like roll his eyes. And one day I'm like, "Oh, what, Steven?" Because we were at the dollar store next aisle. Some kid was screaming. He's like, had parenting. 9 years old, and I wanted to cry. Again, he's never seen me cry, so I don't know if I went to the napkin aisle or what, but I was like so proud at that moment. Like, yes, 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 structure. Fall in line. Uh, this isn't, do everything I say and but keep your room clean. Do good in school. He's in student council now. They're banned. There so many things that I don't like giving a lot of info about my family, but I'm too proud of him. And some military training builds good character. Absolutely. And I got it tattooed here. Aaron knows. I'm 35. I've been kickboxing since I was 5. I was in a bad neighborhood, only kid with blonde hair and blue eyes in the radius, so my grandpa, this is your birthday gift, turned into a career, and I kind of feel that you should have to know certain things. There are weird people out there. There are people that will take what you have because you have it and they don't. You could be in the middle of nowhere and, live your life that way, which, you know, that's like the dream of everybody in the world. But other than that, there are effing weird people out there. Uh, and to walk through somewhere, even if I don't have my, you know, what do the kids say? Banger? When I don't have my pew pew, I literally, when I don't have my pew pew on me, it's still good to know that the people around me are, you're straight. No one's gonna F with anybody in my group. And, if you do, well, you're gonna have a really bad day, I promise. It's a good feeling. I don't flaunt it, like, hey, fuck you. When sometimes we'll be out at the bar with 40 bikers, we're having a good time, and some drum will just spill something on somebody. We don't pile on them and beat them up because we can. Dude, go take a piss and get a coffee. You know, you don't have to flaunt it, but it's good to know that you've got it in your back pocket. It's wonderful. I mean, that's why I teach people. One of my neighbors, they were bullied. These 2 kids, they were overweight and getting picked on, and I trained them for I don't even know how long. I bought them their belts and all that. We made like ceremonies, not ceremonies, but like we made a big deal about them getting better at it, like learning certain things. No more getting picked on. And a couple of years later, they come to one of my kids, or my kids. They had a joint party because they're whatever. They're similar in birthday time. Anyway, kids came that I trained. They looked like 7'4", and I'm like, glad you're on my side. Like, what's up, bro? They gave me big hugs, and I talked to the mom, Cindy. She's like, you have no idea what you did for these kids. They had no confidence, and you just brought something out in them, and it was a great feeling. It was it was humbling because I'm like, I can't charge them. They don't make a lot of money, but and now they're big dudes that could just throw someone through a wall. But they know now you can and you know how, but you don't have to unless you have to. So they're still kind, they're very nice, they're sweet, quiet, but they could have someone they could do some damage. But yeah, it should be a necessity. Sounds dumb. Some people, libtards, might say it sounds violent. No, no. If same thing. A lot of my family lives in the South. Certain parts of like Texas, everyone owns a gun, so nobody gets robbed. Why are you gonna go into this grandma's house in the corner when you know she's got a shotgun next to her bed and she's been shooting it since she was 4? She's 94 now. It, you know, so there's a good and an evil about everything. I'm so very sorry. I'm getting behind on this shit. I am so sorry. Uh, yes, absolutely, Jesse. I can't say enough about everything you're saying. Um, Aaron threw money in. All sub donations are appreciated. They are. Um, man, dude, I love you guys. I really do. That, oh, it sounds so stupid, but it's genuine. Um, right now, if I wasn't doing this, I used to make fun of people like this, like who could just look at a phone and talk. But when you got this stuff, uh, yeah, she has shooting that thing up. Yeah, no, Jesse said you don't have to apologize. I do feel kind of guilty though. Like if I go on a ramble and 45 45 minute stream to 2 hour stream, lol. Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for telling me. You know, basically, I was just told, well, what you have to do tomorrow doesn't take a lot of effort. That's rude, you know. Um, but I'll take it, you know. Uh, and yeah, Jesse, he's just having fun. Aaron's awesome. He, unfortunately, people didn't treat him right in high school. Uh, and that stopped. uh, Aside from the emotional roller coaster I put everyone on, I apologize. I didn't mean to trauma dump. No, that's exactly what I just said. I don't like to do that trauma dump and shit. Someone brings something up, I'm constantly like, my daughter, you know, and it's like, you feel like you're trying to garner sympathy, but there are just, you know, uh, just let it out too much. No, and Jay said you can trauma dump anytime, and it's really not that. I would categorize it as you were here and you felt comfortable. That's fucking great. Um, Therapy, yeah. I mean, I hate crying. Yeah, well, you know, I like it, but I have to get kicked really, really hard. So when it happens, it's like, dude, my eyes are clean. I work at a cemetery, so there's dirt and shit in there. Uh, you know, even sometimes it's something nice. My daughter will say something. Daddy, really handsome today. Literally, that's how they talk. And something like that will throw me over the edge. Like, fuck, I was having a bad day. I wanted to be pissed. And I go to the bathroom like, you little fucking girl. You know? But yeah, thank God I am sitting out here alone. No, but here I don't like. Okay, safe space isn't a thing. Okay, I mean, well, it is. You know, you are definitely safe in this space if you come here. But uh, I was always raised suck it up, buttercup. So it feels weird to cry. So yeah, you are okay. I'm 35, and you mentioned your daughter. You said it was 9 months ago that she had that problem. I'm assuming she was young when she had that problem because that's when it normally happens under a teen. You're around my age, is what I'm saying. 41, okay. 35, 41, okay. We're in that. Yeah. So I'm with you. My grandmother, my mom that was on here, her mother was so hardcore from the east side of Chicago, and we've got home videos of like my cousins. They would run up before they joined the military, and they'd slap her, and she would get up in her moo just stand up, old country girl. She would lift you off the floor with a smack. I mean, legitimately powerful woman. And 34 in December. All right, Aaron. Oh, we know that. We should do a live stream for that. What kind of beat? I'm sorry. Jesse said, "Yeah, my mom would kind of beat me and tell me not to cry about it." I'm a big believer in rub some dirt on it. Um, because, like I said, the world's not a pretty place. I mean, it's gorgeous. I mean, if I could, I would live forever. I would do whatever I could to live forever. Um, you were raised hardcore? No, you were raised the way you should have been raised. Um, yeah, it made me strong. Damn right. I was 5 years old, and my grandpa put me in kickboxing as a birthday gift. Great. Why not tennis? He did the right goddamn thing. Um, and that's a good man, thank you. He's my best friend. He left me some time ago, but Uh, like I said, 5 languages that motherfucker spoke. 5 fluent languages. Uh, uh, but yeah, he was more of that. If you're really hurt, you come here. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about why you got hurt and how you could do better next time. If you had a paper cut, don't cry. You know, there's a healthy, happy medium, and I don't care if I sound sexist. To me, it's different between girls and boys, because if my son acts a certain way when he, I don't know, stubs a toe, that could suck, but something like that, and he's like, I can't clean the rest of my room because of this. No, let me show you. I'll do the same thing, and then I'll help you. But my daughter does it, and it's like, baby, baby, come here, just give me a hug. So, there's that too. But uh, I took some, I took up smoking, but to help me with the depression. So just a moment, please. I'm gonna take a dab. Yeah, it is different with a girl and boys. Hell yeah, I just hit some wax. Aaron said yeah. So Aaron knows I used to be the king of all that. I do stuff called Grim Reefer, and because I'm grim, obviously, and at times I've had like 12 pounds at a time. Legitimately, that was the number. I got pictures and videos and stupid. That was my thing. I wasn't a courier, but I was kind of a middle dude because I'm big, white, and tattooed, so I don't really look like that. You know, I do look like that. I mean, I do, but I always got away with it. Now that you could just, it's a legal thing. It's wonderful. You don't have to go get some shady shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather go to my buddy, just because you get more and whatever. But when you get stuff from like a dispensary, you, you have, they do put it through a lab to make sure there's no, people used to call them weed bugs, but I'm pretty sure there's like 5,000 different kind of species. But yeah, there's some that get into some plants. The lab grown shit, it's closer together, very dense, and uh, they don't get fed as well. Kind of like a cow. You just beef them up with stuff to get them fat, but the soil and the sunlight isn't what it is if you buy it, the other way. Um, no mold or bugs, absolutely. Um, I do get it from my sister, yeah. The guy that I go through goes out of state for it. Uh, yeah. Uh, I I quit smoking cigarettes, and no, I still smoke big stogies, but not inhaling. Lisa's on? What? CBD plenty. Man, we're not. This is not a selling weed channel, and Lisa is on here. Lisa, you just woke up, girl. I'm about to. There's this like running joke between Aaron and I. Like, once you get $1,000 donated, you can go to sleep. That's between all the streams. It's never gonna happen. So, I'm losing a lot. But again, Lisa, another one of the top 10 on tonight. Yeah, I quit smoking cigs like 7 years ago. That's a big deal. A big deal. Hell yes, it is. Hell yes. Um, like I said, I've been kickboxing since May 2nd, 1995. That's the day I started. Started smoking like any other late teen, like a dumbass. Eventually, when I started making money from it and all that, hard set addiction to quit. Yeah, compared to like heroin, you do kind of shake and crave and get pissed and all that. So I was like, okay, after years and years of smoking, I was like, obviously, and I was getting in trouble with the law. So, I'd go a couple days without being able to. I'd feel a lot better, but I'd be pissed. So once I got out, I would just have a cigarette. Like an asshole, I turned to vapes. Uh, One of my buddies got chemical burns on his lungs from a very reputable place. And I was like, okay, gotta quit this shit now. Um, uh, yeah. Vapes is how I was like, okay, it's something different. They say it's not as bad. Eventually, that shit started getting to me. I'm like, no, I'm done. I gotta be done. I'm getting drunk with my team and another member that's a financial backer named Katie. She paid for a lot of equipment and systems and shit that we've got. Still a great friend for all of us. It helped curb me down. One day, we're just sitting around getting drunk, not even working on a video. And I'm like, I gotta be done with this. We went in the backyard. I got the shovel tattooed. I mean, I'm good with one. Grabbed the shovel, threw it in the fucking ground, buried it. Somehow, I haven't touched one since. A cigarette or a vape. And I've tried to quit a million times. So I don't know what the hell. Uh, yeah, and there's a couple different companies that I was looking at um, that had products that would give you that sensation. It feels. When you're a smoker, it feels good to have the lungs full of smoke, seeing it come out real slow. It's calming. Uh, Also, nicotine. Let me not get this wrong. Nicotine, the chemical, is not a negative chemical. It's the tobacco you're putting in you, and whatever the hell, the fillers, whatever they make the filters with, and all that other shit, menthol, it's everything else. So nicotine as a chemical is virtually fine. So it's not that's hurting you. It's all that other shit that you're putting in you with it. Uh, uh, People find a way to abuse shit. Um, if someone was given like nicotine, this is good. Someone's gonna find a way to make it more good, So, but the raw version of it, uh, I tell people all the time, if you could if you stop everything you're doing and just do the nicotine, you're not harming yourself. Do the research on it. It's not a big deal. It's that other shit. But yeah, it's the chemicals that come along with it. Dude, we've been everywhere, bro. Yeah, they're not only a bad idea, man, they are expensive. I used to do chew because I had I know a lot of southern people, but one day I had a big glob of, we did have the pouches, but one day I had just a glob of tobacco, and we're flying down, I think it was LaGrange, and we hit a bump or something, and a big chunk of it went down my throat, and I slapped my brother. I'm like, cup," and he gave me this like Slurpee, this big styrofoam Slurpee cup, and I just started hacking while I'm driving, and he's like, pull over. I'm like, if I pull over, we're gonna get arrested. I know we got, there's stuff that I shouldn't have had, so I'm just puking while I'm driving. Done after that. That day, I was done, and I probably did that for years, along with smoking. But after that, I was done. It was disgusting. I can't describe how gross it was. It's almost indescribable, absolutely vile. Um, but yeah, I did do the pouches for a while. Those were good. Uh, Sometimes you accidentally swallow those, depending on what work you're doing. But I try to just stay away from as much as you can. You know, God put plants on here. You know, people find a way to smoke and do them. Made you feel better. That's great. Animals do it. Uh, Whatever. Have a good time, but be safe. Be healthy. No bath salts and eating people's faces and whatnot. Um, but yeah, it is. It's 4:30 in the morning. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I literally don't know how. Now, if this was like a dedicated thing, and for real, Lisa, oh my god. Lisa's like, hey, good morning, everyone. I'm like, how the hell is she here? She took a shower, she ate breakfast, she drank her coffee, she's ready for work, and she went back out. I'm like, this motherfucker is still doing this. Listen, Lisa, you know, try my best here. Um, when I do my videos, I love seeing the comments. You know, I respond to everything personally. It's me writing people. I don't care if there's hundreds. This is kind of more personal, which is really cool because I could respond right away if I see it in time, which a lot of the times I don't because we just keep, you know, and I don't know if there's something glitching or if it's my dumbass TV, but I'm seeing this live stream played over there and it looks glitchy as shit, so hopefully that's not the thing. Uh, I am not AI, Aaron, I promise to God, unless it means something that I'm, something else that I'm not privy to. Um, but listen, I think y'all should go to bed or go to work or whatever the hell you have planned for today. Um, I I don't have work till later, so I'm gonna be stingy when it comes to hours. I'm gonna sit here, probably have another beer, and then pass out. I don't know what y'all want to do, but let's sign off of here and get ready for the day or go to bed or whatever the hell. Uh, Aaron, yes, text me. Let me know what's going on with everything. Also, Jesse, keep, uh, you know, keep up here. If you get time, go to one of my longer form videos and just write a comment on anything. You could write Shabadoo. You know, I won't know what you're talking about, but I'll shoot you my email and we could, you know, converse back and forth that way. I've got a few people that, you know, I talk to on the side that way. Uh, Definitely do. Uh, Christina, you as well. Good night. Everybody, do your thing. Love y'all. Thank you so effing much for being here. And yeah, we'll do it again. Probably not on a weekday, but we'll, you know, let's get a schedule. We'll make a calendar back there, and we'll do a whole thing. Uh, oh, my community post. I'm not even in charge of that. My team does it, and they're like, oh, people wrote on here. I'm like, what is that? But I'll find out, you know, through them. Uh, Good night, everybody. I'm allergic to something. I don't like it. Have a good night, for real, all you guys. Thank you a lot for being here, and let's touch on certain things. Email me, write me, text me, whatever the hell. Comment on something, and we will, you know, let's come up with specific episodes, or whatever the hell this is called. All right. Have a good night. Have a good day. Whatever, wherever Tasmania you might be living in. Anyway, have a good one. And as always, you know I love y'all. But see, I have to push the weird things up in the corner. Then I gotta push that one, but I still love you. Is that the one?